our favorite time of the week. It's time for Top That Trade. Joining us today, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Nuckman, an options trading pro. Here we go, guys, with round number one, pipeline play. Crude oil popped above $70 per barrel. You both made that call, so great job there. But now, shale producers say they are running out of pipeline. What's the better play, the crude oil or the pipelines?
We don't have enough pipeline capacity to get all this oil into the pipeline.
Demand, and they want to get it out fast. So
yeah, and they can't
how do you
get
play?
it.
Is there pipeline plays or an individual stock?
Absolutely. All the pipeline companies, the oil service companies like Halliburton, for example, Schlumberger, they're going to help build some of these pipelines. But also the shale producers are still going to do well. You know, companies like Devon, and it's a nice problem to have. Remember, you know, a few years ago, these pipelines were empty, right? Because the economy had slowed down. There's plenty of capacity, not anymore.
I'm going to bring it back to commodities even closer. I like a steel play. I like iron ore pellets. I like Cliffs Natural Resources.
Right, but you're not supposed to eat those. I keep telling you.
They have to make the pipeline. So guess what? They're going to make bigger pipelines so they can put more oil through the pipeline.
How do you know they're going to use steel? They might use that new plasticky stuff.
On to round number two, delayed reaction. Earnings have been exceptional, but why is it that the Dow is just now barely nudging into positive territory?
It is, but you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll say it right now. The oil or the stock market correction is over. It's done. Everybody who has been worried about all this volatility, we were in the sideways move. We were up 100, down 600, or down up. The earnings have come in great.
Very positive action. When it did sell off, it bounced back.
Exactly. And you know what? I think now that earnings are coming to an end,
sleep on it a little bit. Now they realize, you know, we've got exceptional numbers as far as the performance of these earnings are.
Yeah, and he sleeps on his portfolio every night.
So they had to sleep on it. They kind of had to rattle it around their head for a while, but now I think they're coming up to it.
Listen,
and being above 2,700 in the S&P is a very important pivot, and we've only been up there 3 times now in the past 6 weeks.
I'm calling a breakout here. I think the correction's over. If you're not long, now is the time. Get into your long-term stock market indices, because I think we're going to have a heck of a year.
We're not that far off. The all-time forever highs in the NDX is only about 4%. So we could make a new record, I think, maybe by 4th of July.
Round number three, eyes on the prize. This week in 1973, the Black-Scholes pricing model for options was published. It recently won a Nobel Prize. So have options been a good option for investors?
Comes to options. Options are a great vehicle.
The Black-Scholes model, I still remember it like it was yesterday. I still celebrate it every year.
It was just a little baby at the time.
It was a little baby, but I remember.
But what that did was it allowed pricing so that you could figure out what an option should be priced based on any variable at any time, so it got fair value. So
and it actually made the option market better because the exchanges could also use that model to figure out where to settlement. Because one of the early problems with options is that if an option didn't trade, it would be way off where the real market was, and that really made it difficult for them to trade. But now they said, all right, even though this option may not have traded because there's 9 million of them, in theory, it should be worth this amount. So that way you could mark stuff to market. I wish we had it during the financial crisis.
Don't be intimidated by options. They're just another trading vehicle.
Let's take it to the bonus round question. It was Anna Jarvis who created Mother's Day. True or false? Did she file a lawsuit to end the over-commercialization of Mother's Day?
True. I'm going to say true, because if I started it and then I had to, I'd say true.
Oh, I'm going to have to say false then.
Okay.
It's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
How can you stop Mother's Day?
How can you Mother's Day? It's supposed to be between you and your mom, and then they commercialized it, turned it into a holiday where they got cards and everything.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Everybody give your mom a big hug today.
A hug is nice, but a card and a gift even better.
Sponsored by Flower.com.
Business First AM continues right after this. Thanks, guys.